You're right guys, it's Capcom Tom here and I am back for episode number 90 of Mission Manchester. Now we're going to jump straight into our trade pile. You can see we've sold all of the stuff we got from our free pack for winning Division 1 in the last episode. Plus, we also have managed to get rid of Ferdinand and Muller, but we made a massive loss on Ferdinand. So we are going to be doing some trading later in the episode to make up for it. Now if you're looking for some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out that link down in the description. So we're on episode number 90. We are far into this series and this is going to be my longest ever series on YouTube. Last year I did 100 episodes of Road to Glory on FIFA 12 and this one is definitely going to go past the 100 mark, I can tell you that, because we still need to get Team of the Season Van Persie, we also need to get Inform Rooney, and also the Team of the Season Ferdinand as well. So those things are still to come. Hopefully we'll be doing those in the next couple of episodes, so make sure you check back for the next one. I am putting annotations on screen for all the episodes from now on so that you can get to and from the next and the last episode pretty easily. So our first game is against a 4-3-1-2 Barclays Prem and Bundesliga split with a bit of Brazil thrown in, and he managed to completely annihilate my centre backs with Ramirez. The pace was just unreal, and then he went further into the lead when I made a mistake from the throw out and he played one of the sickest balls I've ever seen over the top to S1. Now we were 2 goals down in 23 minutes. I needed to put or stem his flow of attack, which is what I did. I managed to score with Welbeck here, managing to finesse it into the bottom right hand corner in the 31st, giving ourselves a chance of actually getting back into the game. However, the game was pretty I don't know, it's kind of slow paced after that, and I had to go ultra attacking in the second half, most of it anyway, and you see there that that shot got deflected off Ashley Young and into the back of the net to give him the 3-1 victory. Not much I could do. I had to go ultra attacking, and the counter attack was always there for him with the fast players that he had in the team, and you see that we end up taking no points from our first game in the new division, so that's not good going. And it may mean that we're not going to even be able to challenge for the title. We'll have to see how the next few goals go, or games go. So our next game is against a pretty much a full silver team, bar the fact that he's got Walker and is that Richardson in at left back. So he's still got a very strong team, very fast. But we take the lead. Nice goal from Vidic there from the corner, heading that one into the top right hand corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. However, he managed to get through with Delfonizo, or Delfonso, however you want to say his name, and he scored with him in the 24th pretty much as soon as we put that one away. So we weren't in the lead for long, but we did manage to take back our lead. Van Persie going through here, coming inside with the Ronaldo chop and managing to put that one into the back of the net in the 31st. So it was a bit of a backwards and forwards game. As you see here, he came down the wing, absolutely annihilated me for pace, and that's Butner's fault. He did not track his man there. Delfonso managed to get a goal straight after we scored again, so he was managing to equalise pretty much as soon as I scored it every time. See there, Van Persie scored in the 50th minute. Nice little little chip ball over the keeper to give us the 3-2 lead, but after that he just decided that he was going to go all out on me. See there, Jerome scoring header after another cross, and he ran around in circles like a freak, and yeah, that was pretty much it for me. I ended up making a mistake. That was unreal that he managed to go past me there. Vidic actually getting muscled off the ball, or muscled. In fact, he didn't even have. He had the ball and he still got muscled off. How does that work? So yeah, it wasn't brilliant. And I was ultra attacking from this point, making mistakes, and yeah, he scored with Wright Phillips. And what should have been a very close result ended up as a 6-3, which was kind of disappointing, but you know, it doesn't really matter if you lose 6-3 or 1-0, it's still a loss. So as long as you can, you know, play well and justify why you lost. I was giving myself a chance of actually, you know, winning the game by going ultra attacking and stuff. You know, that I can justify losing 6-3. So we go and do some trading. Our first pickup is a Jose Enrique that we picked up for 81,500, trying to sell him on for 92,000. That's about 5k profit there. Then we picked up this left mid Royce, the 86 second inform version, for 187,000 coins. Going to be listing him up for 212,000 coins. There's some good profit to be made on him, at least 12-13k. A Hernandez we picked up for 86k, listing him up for 96. And then a Gundogan as well that we picked up for, I believe, 109,000, trying to list him up for 133,000. So the trading is done, and now we can get back on to playing some games and hopefully winning them, as we didn't win either of our first games or first 2 games in the start of this episode, so we need to go back into it and make sure we win. Hopefully the break and the trading has done us some good. So we are now coming up against a 3-5-2 Brazilian team. Not exactly what you want to see. However, he's playing Kaká as a CDM. He's also got Maicon and Marcelo at centre-back positions when they're quite attacking. So hopefully we can punish him for that. Now we take the lead through Welbeck. A nice little finesse shot in the 42nd minute puts us into the lead. And you can see at half-time we are the dominant force. We've had twice as many chances. Slightly less possession, but nonetheless still a dominating force on that front. But in the 52nd minute he managed to score. Little crossover to Alexandre Pato proves fatal. Then Alexandre Pato goes through and tramps me to Wellington, who puts him 2-1 up in the 55th minute. And then in the 58th minute over the tops to Robinho, who scores from a nice volley. So we actually end up losing 3-1, all the goals coming in the space of 5 minutes. That was a joke. Really was quite upset about that result. I was, on top for most of it. A bad 5 minutes, and it's cost us a result. Even the stats at the end said it should have been an equal game. If not, we should have won because we had slightly more chances. Maybe we should have been more clinical in front of goal. Maybe that's my problem. So, going into our final game, coming up against the 4-2-2-2 Brazilian team. That's exactly what we're going to come up against, isn't it? Another Brazilian team. But he's playing Neymar as a striker and also the Hulk as a cam. So hopefully their bad chemistry is going to cause them some problems. And you can see that we are playing Kago at centre attacking mid, even though we're using his left mid version there. He's only getting 5 chemistry, but he played fantastic. Haven't really been enjoying using Cleverly as the backup centre attacking mid for Rooney, so I thought I'd put Kago up there, and he played so good. I mean, you see here that he ends up scoring the first goal after initially creating a chance for Van Persie and claiming the rebound. Created the goal for Nani as he passed it out to him, and he was just an absolute beast. So we're 2-1 up at this point. He did manage to get one back at one point, but we over the top to Van Persie, and Van Persie chipped it over the goalkeeper, very much like he did earlier in the episode, to give us the 3-1 lead. Now I didn't even bother cutting this because the chance for him to come back into the game came so quickly. You see here from the kickoff, immediately scoring with Ramirez, and that just happens to me way too often for it to be coincidence. There's some sort of scripting or something going on, so as soon as you score, the opponent ends up getting a good chance. However, we did manage to hang on and take the points down. First 3 points on the board. We got them in the first 4 games. If we keep that sort of ratio of wins to losses up, we are not going to be in Division 1 next season, so we better start playing better in the next episode. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. Please drop the video a like, that would be amazing. But other than that, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.